Lily Jamali there in San Francisco. Not everyone, though, is so optimistic about the future of AI. I'm joined by Ed Zitron, host of the Better Offline podcast, who does not believe AI is worth the trillions that are being invested into it. Ed, thank you very much for joining us, sharing your thoughts with us. I know you also have been reviewing the latest results from Amazon, Apple, Microsoft and Meta the day before. Many observers see an AI gold rush underway. What is it that you see in these figures?
Well, I think the simplest thing to say is why are none of these companies breaking out AI revenue? Microsoft did so in the first quarter of this year and the last quarter of 2024. They broke out their annualized revenue for AI. They suddenly stopped doing it. Have to wonder why. Have to wonder why they're also talking Azure revenue, which is where AI would sit, but not breaking it out. Probably because 10 or more billion dollars of their revenue in Azure this year is from OpenAI's compute, which is sold at cost just so that they'll stay connected to Microsoft.
Well, I'm sure they would say, or fans would say, it's because AI has not yet, reached its full potential. And obviously, it's a huge world of possibilities that we're being told about. We only have so much time. Why have you not caught the bug?
Well, I mean, you talk about the world of possibilities. It's been 3 years, coming up on 3 years at least, since ChatGPT came out. This year alone, about $500 billion of capital expenditures between big tech and indeed the large companies like OpenAI and Anthropic for around $35 to $40 billion of revenue, which is around the size of the global smartwatch industry. It's don't watch the mouth, watch the hands. They're not doing that much. They're not making that much money. And if we're honest, other than kind of sexier search and AI companions, what business models really are there here? Coding agents? Doesn't seem to be driving the kind of revenues that make this a real hypergrowth movement.
Okay, so you have said that this is a bubble. When would you forecast this bubble is going to burst?
So I think it's difficult to say exactly, but I'm thinking Q1, Q2 next year, things are going to start falling apart. OpenAI has to convert to a for-profit by the end of the year, or they lose 20 billion of their next funding round. They are also running a business that loses $8+ billion this year alone, and likely more than that, I would say. So at some point, the money has to run out, and we're really running up against the availability of private equity and even other kinds of private funding. In all honesty, at some point, the street is going to run out of patience. And indeed, Amazon's operating income for AWS was way below expectations here. The clock is running out, and eventually the street will turn. But the big bellwether will be, at some point, NVIDIA's growth is going to slow. Once that happens, the Magnificent Seven will take a turn, and things will get a little hairy.
Okay, Ed Zitron, a contrarian view. Thank you for sharing it with us. Ed Zitron there, the host of the Better Offline podcast. Let's get back to